If you are a non resident Indian or an NRI holding assets in different countries, it can quickly get complicated. You might have property in India, business and properties in Dubai, and investments in the UK, or money in bank accounts across the world. Keeping track of everything and making sure you follow all the rules can feel overwhelming. Many NRIs are concerned about how to stay legal, protect their privacy, and avoid problems like frozen accounts or legal disputes. Passing assets to the next generation smoothly and avoiding family conflicts is another worry, especially if your family lives in different countries. In this video, I'll show you how a DIFC Foundation in Dubai can help NRIs protect their wealth. We'll cover what a DIFC Foundation is, how it lets you hold both Indian and overseas assets legally, the benefits, the main risks to watch out for, and what you need to know to set up one the right way. Before we start, my name is Shiraz Baid and I'm the founder at Lepidus Wealth, where we help clients and families protect their assets using a range of tools including trust, foundations, wills, and offshore structures. So if you own a business or real estate, don't wait until a legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting what you have built. Instead, request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link below. You can then implement it step by step as your journey progresses. At its core, a DIFC Foundation is an independent legal entity. It's registered in Dubai and governed by its own set of laws, separate from onshore Dubai or Indian law. The foundation can own assets, open bank accounts, enter into contracts, and hold shares, all in its own name. Unlike a company, it does not have shareholders. Instead, it's managed by a council and run for the benefits of specific people or purposes you define in advance. This makes it ideal for family succession, estate planning, and cross border asset protection. One major advantage of the DIFC Foundation is the flexibility. You can transfer ownership of real estate, shares, intellectual property, or even overseas bank accounts into the foundation. If you're an NRI with property in India, for example, you could hold the title via the foundation, so long as the Indian legal environment permits it. The same foundation can simultaneously hold assets in Dubai, London, Singapore, and anywhere else you have legitimate business interest or investments. Everything is managed under a single roof, making compliance and administration much simpler. Privacy is another key point. Unlike many public registers, the details of a DIFC foundation's beneficiaries and international arrangements are not publicly disclosed. Only the existence of the foundation is on the record. This means your family arrangements, succession wishes, or the specific mix of assets are not broadcasted to the world. At the same time, DIFC is a respected, internationally recognized jurisdiction. Banks, counterparties, and even regulators are familiar with its structure, which gives you much more legitimacy than a classic offshore setup. For NRIs, especially those who want to hold a mix of Indian and overseas assets, the DIFC Foundation also offers a solution to the succession puzzle. You can lay out exactly how your assets will be managed, who inherits what, and who makes decisions if you're no longer around. This clarity can be invaluable for families with business holdings or complex structures as it removes ambiguity and greatly reduces the risk of future disputes. Now, let's address a concern that comes up often. Is this legal and will it cause problems with Indian authorities? The short answer is yes, it is legal to use DIFC Foundation, provided you follow the rules on cross border ownership and reporting. India's Reserve Bank of India or RBI and tax authorities allow the NRIs to hold overseas entities. But you must declare your interest, comply with the Foreign Exchange Management Act, that is FEMA, and make required filings. The foundation does not bypass Indian laws, but it can make your affairs more transparent and easier to manage. Many leading advisors in India and Dubai now recommend foundation for succession and holding of overseas assets because they create a proper legal firewall, not a secrecy vehicle. There is also a question of tax. While DIFC Foundation itself does not pay tax on income or capital gains in Dubai, you must still consider the tax impact in India, the UK, or any other country where you and your beneficiaries are residing. The key is to structure the foundation and your overall plan so that you do not accidentally trigger taxes or reporting. With the right advice, the foundation can help you reduce exposure to probate, forced heirship, and double taxation. Still, you should always work with specialists who understand Indian and international law before moving your assets. From a practical perspective, setting up a DIFC foundation is relatively quick. The process involves appointing a founder, council members, and, if you wish, a guardian to oversee the structure. You can customize rules, governance, and beneficiary arrangements to match your family needs. The foundation can be established in a matter of weeks and does not require the founder to be a resident in Dubai. Banks and financial institutions are familiar with DIFC entities, which simplifies banking, investment, and property transaction. To understand how this works in real life, consider an NRI family with assets in Mumbai, London, and Dubai. The parents live in Dubai, but your children are in Canada. By moving real estate and shares in a DIFC foundation, the family gains legal clarity, privacy, and flexibility in passing the wealth to the next generation. Instead of separate probate processes in each country, the foundation's rules control everything, reducing delays and legal risk. If the family wants to sell a business, invest in new venture, or protect assets from claims, they can do so efficiently from one place. There are, however, some limits. Not all assets in India can be held by overseas entities. So you must check what is allowed under the FEMA and Indian property law. Direct agricultural land, for example, may have restrictions. Reporting and compliance must be done with care both in India and in Dubai. And as with any cross border planning, the quality of your advisor makes a big difference. The DIFC Foundation is a powerful tool, but it is not a loophole. It only works when managed properly and transparently. In summary, a DIFC Foundation gives NRIs a legal, reputable way to consider and protect their Indian and overseas assets. You gain privacy, control, and global recognition while staying fully compliant. If you are facing succession questions, family complexity, or the risk of asset exposure, this could be a simple answer to a complex problem. As I mentioned earlier, if you own a business or real estate, don't wait for legal or health crisis to start thinking about protecting your wealth. Many people think asset protection is only for ultra wealthy. But the reality is that some of these solutions cost as much as setting up a free zone company in Dubai. If you want to secure what you have built and ensure your legacy, you can request your free and customized asset protection plan by clicking the link in the description below. And if you're serious about building long term financial security, you should really check out my next video right here.